Welcome back, everyone. I hope you are fine and well, and I'm very glad that to have every one of you on board today. Today is Friday, the 22nd of November, 2024, the last week of this week, the last day of this week. Yeah, I gotta do. I have to correct myself on that one. All right, so guys, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, all right? We are up 108 subscribers. Okay, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, now might be the best time to do that. Okay, you will definitely learn a whole lot. So don't forget to subscribe, click on the like button on some videos that you've watched, and do what? Make sure you also activate the notification button right here. All right, so that you can get notified every time I post a video. Okay, that said, let's go to the fundamentals we have today. The news coming today are the ones that are come and has gone. So we're starting with the one that came by 8 a.m. this morning, like 48 minutes ago, which is from the UK retail sales. Okay, retail sales month on month. It came shorter than expected. It came 0.4% shorter than expected. And you will see the impact on pound USD. It actually dropped today. When we get to the technical part of the session, I'm going to show that to you. By 9:15 a.m., we have the France manufacturing PMI and the service PMI. Last week, we had a little bit of a mixed data. We had one that was the same as expected, and we had one that was higher. All right. So this month, I don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of minutes now, but I would love to see how that goes. If you're still in the class, then you'll see it together. Okay, and 9:30 we have the Germany flash manufacturing PMI and then the flash service PMI. Okay, so we're going to see how that goes as well. And then by 9:30 again, President Lagarde, okay, the ECB president, European Central Bank president, she will be having a speech. Okay, I'm not sure this time it's at Francis Lacroix. It should be controlled. I'm not sure it's at Francis Lacroix. Okay, it's at Frankfurt this time. Okay, European Banking Congress in Frankfurt. Okay, it's not at Francis Lacroix this time. All right, that's fair. Okay, and by 10 a.m. we have the remaining part of the Eurozone. Maybe this for Italy or Spain. I don't know. All right, but the rest of the Eurozone, they have flash manufacturing PMI and then the service PMI as well. And by 10:30 a.m., then that takes us to the Great Britain pounds again when we have the flash manufacturing PMI and the service PMI again by 10 a.m. So everything we have today is a little bit of retail sales and manufacturing PMIs. All right, by 1:30 p.m., 1:40 p.m. in Switzerland, we have Swiss National Bank Chairman Schlegel Schlegel's speech. So we don't know what that's going to be. Definitely, he's going to talk about the economy, the interest rates in the in Switzerland, and some other things, some other important concept that needs to be talked about. So you should pay close attention to what he has to say. And then 2:30 p.m. in Canada, we have core retail sales and retail sales month on month. Okay, the market is expecting 0.4% increment. Excuse me, 0.1% increment from previous. And then the retail sales month on month is expected to be the same as previous. So the market is forecasting an increase in core retail sales, and they're expecting the retail sales, the underlying retail sales to remain the same. 3:45 p.m. We have a lot of data today. 3:45 p.m. we have the flash manufacturing PMI in the United States and flash service PMI in the United States. And lastly, 4 p.m. today, which will be the last data we have today, that will be revised University of Michigan consumer sentiment. All right, we don't know what that's going to be, but the market is expecting I think, a 1.0 increase from previous. And if that happens to come back like that, the market will likely not going to move. But if it's higher than 74, maybe we have 75 or 76, then that would be very good. Anyways, just keep a close tab on all these ones. Okay, the flash PMI, the major European zone will come before 10, and the eastern part of Europe, which is United Kingdom, will come by 10:30. But before afternoon, everything in European zone would have been released, and then by 1:30 downward, we're gonna have the one for the Americans. So keep a close tab on every single thing we have here. All right, and let's pay close attention to what we have in the market. I just got a notification right now, an alert from the trade I am actually watching. So let's take a look at it real quickly. That was silver. Silver kind of make a very decent jump. Like a few minutes ago, this is very massive. Okay, as you can see, I made a very good jump. So, what is the plan now? The plan is plain and simple. I want to see a pullback before I take a buy. And on gold, gold also kind of like went up crazily. I mean, this is well expected, anyways. All right, I doubt if it's gonna pull back again. But the conflict in between Ukraine, Russia, US kind of poking in, United Kingdom saying, yeah, we support Ukraine, and all these things are kind of making the entirety of gold kind of go crazy. So we might likely see a more bold move on gold in the next couple of days, but we have to pay close attention to how this builds up. But before we talk all about that, all about gold and the many commodity, let's talk about the trade we are currently holding, which is NZD USD. On Wednesday, yes, I was in this class when I said you can take a trade right here, all right, on NZD USD, and definitely some of you took it. All right, some of you probably because we took an L on Euro GBP, the last trade we took. Yeah, I think that was the last trade we took a loss on. Okay, that was Euro GBP. Probably because of that, you were like, oh no, I'm not gonna take the trade. I'm still kind of watching and waiting. Well, that's on you. So, and it's like I used to say, guys, it's your money, your choice. So we took a trade on NZD USD list on Wednesday. And the whole of it yesterday was like this trade is not going to go anywhere. It's like a bad trade, honestly. Even I personally at the point I was like, dude, if you're gonna just close me out, I mean, do that real smoothly. Don't stress me. Okay, don't hold on to my margin and just keep messing with my psychology. And fortunately, before I woke up this morning, I got up this morning rather. Okay, we saw the market actually tank and like 30 plus pips, which was good, which was really good. Now all we have to do is what trade our stop. We'll actually stop right there and see how the market unfolds. We can't do anything right now. I mean, we can't really do anything until the trade actually works in that direction or close us out in loss. So that's all I gotta say. So let's watch patiently. Let's remain calm and see how Kiwi dollar ends up. USD on the other hand, I'm looking for a very good buy. All right. Some of you already took the buy. So let's see how this goes. But for me and my entire house, some of you took the buy right here. Okay. Probably your stop loss is below here or of some sort. But I'm still watching USD, CHF, and USD card for the next, for the build up before I jump into it. But right now, I'm kind of like waiting. I'm kind of like watching and I'm kind of like being patient. All right. That is the take as far as I'm concerned on USD CHF and USD card also in general. All right. So without further ado, guys, let's jump into DXY. So DXY this morning kind of made a very good turn to the upside. Okay, made a very beautiful turn to the upside. And gradually we are seeing that DXY is still keeps, or let's say it kept its bullish momentum going. And this is very good. This is very responsible of it. Even though the United States seems to be partially involved in everything. I mean, that's what they say. Okay. And they support every single thing. They support the fact that Israel has right to defend itself. They support Ukraine has right to defend itself. They support every single thing that's happening in the world. All right. And knowingly or unknowingly, I don't really know much about it, but that's what we're able to read on social media. You can also go ahead and check it out yourself. Okay. However, the interesting thing about all of this is the fact that we can see that dollar index doesn't flinch. All right, despite the fact that they support all this instability in in the global in the world generally, but it doesn't impact the currency. Okay, crazily. And that's very good. For traders, I would say for traders, that's really good because in some other aspect of the world, like the moment Iran actually launched an attack on Israel, all right, their currency came down very crazily. Okay, it came down very quickly because the sentiment that people think, they're going to retaliate, they're going to retaliate, they're going to retaliate. And definitely that affected their currency and we saw it came down. But since US kind of like gave Ukraine the go ahead with a long range missile to launch it on Russia and target Moscow. I mean, the inner circle of Russia, the inner city of Russia. We still didn't get any impact, despite the fact that they didn't just actually that was not proxy, that was direct. I mean, Biden gave the authorization. You understand what I'm saying? So, but it is just very interesting that we still get to see Dollar remain its stance, remain its steez, and still going up. So all we have to do is just follow the momentum that we have right in front of us. We don't need to be skeptical. I mean, nobody really cares about skepticism in the market. The market generally don't care. All right. So best we can do now is just to follow the momentum, which is right in front of us. Wait for the continuation of this bullish momentum, and that will be that. Although if the market now ends up, this is the flash PMI coming later today. If the market ends up breaking below here, does this, okay, broke below the trend line, broke the structure, came down again, then broke below this daily resistance as 106.50, I guess we would likely see a further drop in the price of the XY, and probably it will be retesting 105.30 right here. Okay, 105.30. But anyways, we still have to wait. We still have to watch to see how all of this builds up and how it all plays out. Okay, but right now we have a bullish dollar, and that is where I am staying currently. Heading to Kiwi dollar right now, like I said, Kiwi dollar is still very much bearish. Some of you are not in the trade, and that is that. Moving forward, I would say we should just. I'm definitely not expecting any serious or any crazy pullback. Today is Friday. I would really appreciate probably the market come all the way to the top here and then probably drop further. Okay, no buy opportunity now. Okay, no buy opportunity, nothing. Everything is bearish from the monthly to the weekly to the daily to 4 hours and to 1 hour, which we have right now. Like everything is bearish. So I am simply just gonna follow this gradually and systematically. So if you're gonna see any pullback, any crazy pullback would be right here and drop. Anything that tap above here, I will start looking for a way out. Okay, by looking for a way out, I mean I will start trailing my stop gradually. All right, gradually. So that is that from my hand as far as NZD dollar is concerned. USD card on the other hand kind of tap out yesterday. It's a very, very dramatic pair. Okay, it doesn't really make any much sense now. I wouldn't even consider it again. Okay, especially after watching all of this play out. Okay, I'm probably not going to consider it anymore. There's no point. Seems like it's not ready. Seems like it's just going to continue to play around. It's playing a very delicate and rough game. But I mean, it's well expected because the market is slightly above the monthly resistance. Okay, so it's very well expected. We might get to see it actually continue, or we're just going to see it break below here and then probably drop down crazily. But fingers crossed, and we should keep a close tab on USD card as it unravels and started playing out gradually. Okay, USD CHF, that is where we are right now. USD CHF is a very good buy, but I would say a good buy was that of yesterday. It's going to be right here. Now the market has breakout, it's pulling back now. Whatever happens in the next 1 or 2 hours will determine if we can actually follow this buy moving forward. Okay, if we can follow it moving forward. If not, I would say just sit on your ends and look for something else to pick. Okay, look for something else to pick. We have some very interesting top watch coming later today. So these are the two trades I guess some of us or some of you are actually in. I'm on NZD USD and USD CHF, but I'm still holding on to USD card for now. Okay, as far as pound dollar is concerned, which is the next pair I'm coming to now, I would say this particular trend line I told you about, this weekly trend line right here, seems to be posing a challenge that we are all expecting it would pose, and it's kind of driving the market back to the upside gradually. So if this happens and we get a rejection from the top here, I mean that will be very good for the whole setup. All right, that will be real good for the setup, and I would be looking forward to take a short opportunity from there. Okay, I'm looking forward to a short opportunity right from the top here. So let's keep a close tab on it all. All right, especially pound dollar and euro USD that I'm currently in. Euro dollar seems to be very close to even retesting this level anyways. So I'm not in yet. I'm waiting for the breakout that happened. It happened yesterday. All right, as you can see right here. Now it's time for pullback, and it's happening already. So let's see if we can get that pullback, get a rejection candle, and then we smash in a very good short opportunity. Heading to silver right now. Silver just broke out very nicely. Let's hope and wait if we can get a pullback. Okay, a breakout is not enough without a pullback. I want to see a breakout. I want to see a pullback. Then right at the top, right at the bottom there, I'll start looking for what? I'll start investigating for a candlestick or a price action that can take me in for bullish entry or for a buy entry. So keeping close tab on that one also. Heading to USD JPY. USD JPY is also kind of clean, simple. However, there's still some things I want to happen. I want to see it happen before I jump in on USD JPY at all. Okay. I would love to see a very clear break of this previous high, or let's say intraday high. I would like to put it at the top there. Okay. I want to see a clear break of that intraday high and then a pullback before I start looking for buy. I've taken a couple of buys here that didn't play out very well, especially on GJ, and I've removed GJ from the chart anyways. Okay. I took a buy, I think somewhere here, and this pullback kind of like closed the trade out, which wasn't really good. I think there was also another opportunity to take a buy after this flag pattern right here, which also didn't play out well. So it's a little bit of a drama since I think last week, Friday, on the 16th, literally since 16th. It's been a little bit of a drama queen. All right, so that's why I'm being very careful with USDJPY right now. However, if you break above there, pull back nicely, it will be a very good time to do what to look into what a buy opportunity on UJ. And we are all betting on the strength of what the strength of dollar. Okay, we are betting on the strength of dollar, hoping that the dollar strength will continue to flourish and continue to go and grow to wax stronger and stronger. If that happens, then USD JPY will be a good place to buy at the top here. But if that's not the case, there is a short opportunity planning itself out gradually, which will be right at the bottom here. A break of trend line first, then break of this previous low. Break that, pull back, we start looking for short opportunity right here. Okay, that will be the plan for short. But right now, we're still more focusing on what? On the buy setup, because the trend line is still there, the market hasn't broken in. All right, so there's no point in trying to force anything right now. Just follow the momentum that you have right in front of you, like I would, and then you will likely get into a very beautiful trade eventually. So heading to gold now, could make a very bogus and very bold move to the upside. I was expecting a pullback, and I said yesterday that this pullback is not enough for me. I mean, we saw it together yesterday. I said it's not enough for me. I don't want that kind of pullback. I mean, as a simple gold right at the top here, in the next 1 hour, it might sit back at the bottom here. So it's very consequential. It's very weird. All right, gold can do whatever it wants to do at any time it will feel like doing it. So I'm not just going to rush into gold and force it. But if any of you took this buy, I guess you should be happy right now. But for me and my household, I didn't take it. I'm still waiting for pullback, at least to this demand zone right here. Okay, to this demand zone right here. If it comes all the way back to this place, maybe I will look for buy opportunity. If not, I guess I have to box it out. I will have to cross it, and I will not be interested anymore. Okay, then Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, what do we have on Aussie? Aussie dollar seems to be ranging very well inside this box. Okay, seems to be ranging and it seems to be enjoying itself. That's why it's not part of my top watch. Okay, if you have any pair you want me to analyze, I think we have the time to bond today. So let me know. All right, if you don't, I guess we are enjoying each other then. So moving forward, Aussie dollar is ranging inside this box. Nothing to look forward to right here, except a breakout of this resistance or a break below this main structure right at the bottom there. If you break above below here, pull back, I'm not going to touch it until you break below this main structure right there, this weekly low. Okay, if you break below this particular structure that is circled right here, this previous support, that would make a lot of sense to me. But right now, I'm sitting on my hands. Okay, I'm sitting on my hands and I'm watching Aussie dollar. Simple as that. All right, so heading to Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin almost touched 100K today. And don't forget what we started with last week. I think this was on Wednesday, yeah, when we took that NZD trade. Okay, can we say Aussie dollar is head and shoulder pattern? I'll circle back and I'll read your question again. So Bitcoin right here, very close to what's it called again? 100K. It's currently at $99,252. Isn't that cool? Yeah, that's very cool. All right, almost at 100K. Almost. I mean, all this is gonna touch 100K today. Very, very nicely. I mean, that will be very cool. But don't forget, there will be some selling pressure right at the top here. There will be some, the same way there were some at the top here. Okay. The same way there were some at the top here. Okay. You can see the market touch it and then bounce back down. All right. So there will definitely be some. You can also see the money broke above here also. You can see they were trying to sell it off right here. So you can always expect it. Although it's gonna break above 100K, but definitely it's gonna pull back first, okay? And then probably go up further to maybe 150K or 110 or 125K before the end of the year. But we're watching gold, we're watching Bitcoin very closely, very keeping a close tab on it, and that would be that. Someone said, please analyze pound Aussie and pound New Zealand dollar. And then someone also asked me if Aussie dollar is not doing head and shoulder pattern. So I'm going to take the Aussie dollar before and I'll go to the one that's the person requested. So Aussie dollar head and shoulder pattern, where is that? Can't see head and shoulder anywhere, all right? And if you're talking about this place, shoulder, head, shoulder. I mean, that would be bogus. All right. Head and shoulder pattern. Okay. I think it's another time for training or education. Head and shoulder pattern is known as what? As a reversal pattern. Okay, as a what? As a reversal pattern. So you will likely see it at the very top of the chart or at the very bottom of the chart. And when you see head and shoulder at the very bottom of the chart, we know that is inverted head and shoulder pattern. And when you see it at the very top of the chart, after a bullish trend, you know that is a clear head and shoulder pattern. So now looking for head and shoulder pattern right inside a trend. This is a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Right at this lower high, you're looking for head and shoulder pattern. That doesn't actually make any technical analysis sense. Let me put it that way. Okay. I don't think it works that way. Okay. If you want to look for a head and shoulder pattern, you look for it right at the top here. Okay. Or maybe right at where? Give me a minute. Ooh, yeah, right here. This is a clear head and shoulder pattern right at the top here. Okay. But you can see the market came down very well, then it went up a little bit. I wouldn't even consider this as head and shoulder pattern, but something can also be done right here, okay, as head and shoulder. But in here, nah, because it doesn't work that way. Okay, it doesn't work that. If you call this multiple bottom, yeah, I will say yes. Or maybe it doesn't even look like inverted head and shoulder anyway. It looks like maybe triple bottom or something, or flat bottom. So it doesn't look like head and shoulder or inverted head and shoulder. But right at the top here, yes, the head and shoulder pattern. A friend was also showing me head and shoulder pattern on gold yesterday, but I didn't pay close attention to it. It said on daily time frame. So I never really checked it. So let's go ahead and check it right now. So gold looks like it's forming head and shoulder pattern. And if you look at this very well, and I told him that until we see the formation of head and shoulder, you don't call it head and shoulder. First off, this is the first head and shoulder that I saw that took me to sell right here. And I took my profit right here last week. And right now you can see it's correcting everything back up right now. Can pull back now and then continues to go up. All right, that is good for you. Okay, might continue to go up. On the daily time frame, it's still very much bullish, like crazy. Okay, so that was number one. But what he was telling me was, nope. What he was telling me was this one, shoulder, right shoulder, head, and then we have the left shoulder here, we have the head here, and we're having the right shoulder here. Okay, but I told him until I see a rejection, all right, that looks like this, then I can't call this head and shoulder yet. Okay, this is also higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, deeper higher low, and then you might have higher high, higher low, might continue like that. Or even it can look like this. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then up it goes to the top. All right, so until I get a very clear and decent pullback or rejection from this area, and then the market pull back a little bit, then I can now consider it what an head and shoulder pattern. So that is how head and shoulder works. You can see it at the very top. Okay, so that's how head and shoulder works. It doesn't work inside a range or whatever. You can't start looking for head and shoulder right here or inverted head and shoulder right here. It doesn't make sense. Okay, it doesn't work that way. So that you look for it at the top or you look for it at the very bottom. Head and shoulder and inverted head and shoulder is what? Is a reversal pattern. Okay, it's a reversal pattern, so to speak. I hope you understand what I just tried to explain to us. So let's do a quick recap and that will be that. Kiwi dollar seems to be pulling back very heavily right now. I think it's due to the strength of dollar. I think it's due to the strength of dollar, but we shall see. All right, we shall see. Don't forget I said this is the level that I would consider safe. Okay, the moment it breaks above here, I wouldn't consider it safe anymore. And I wouldn't mind getting out of the trade easy. Okay, there's no point. Today is Friday, and I want to leave the market with clean heart and clean soul. All right. So NZUSD is pulling back nicely, not bad. Pound USD also, USD card kind of like dropping down right now. I don't really give too much. I don't really have any care for this one, to be honest with you. I don't have any care for it like that. So USDCHF also, we're looking for a very good buy. So we might get into it. Don't forget the Swiss National Bank president or chairman, as the case may be. Okay, he has a speech today, so we should pay close attention to that also. You know, Switzerland can be very, very dramatic when it comes to their currency. So keep a close eye on that. And I think it's rejecting already. So we might get into a very good buy on USDCHF. Okay, this is actually far better than USD card, honestly, to me, in my own personal opinion. So keep a close tab on it. And that's more like it for me to do. Those are my top watch. All right. I will see you all on Monday. Let's have a great day. Bye for now.